Hi there, my name is Bruce Walker and I am one of the co-founders and CEO of FutureX.
Hello, and I'm Zoi Kantounatou, and I'm the other co-founder and the CFO of FutureX.
So at FutureX, we really care about profit with purpose and really helping people scale purpose-driven, sustainable companies. I often describe us as a growth platform, an education platform, a community platform, but I really think we're all three of those things, and we recognize that it takes a lot to raise an exceptional business, and we really care about helping people do that through growth, through people, and also caring about the planet as well.
So we have a community of people who really believe in building a better world through business. As kind of like you said, Bruce, we care about building businesses that are profitable, they're long-term businesses, but also want to solve the world's biggest problems. So I think driving the future of business is the essence of everything. Everything our members stand for is being able to use all the new technology and innovation and everything that's happening, the change that's happening in the world, and implement those changes in their businesses so they can continue driving the change to have a positive impact.
Lots of our members are tackling some of the world's biggest problems, from health tech through to areas of education, areas of environmental, climate change, and so when it's big problems, these are big challenges. And actually taking that from we want to solve this problem to how do we start to break that down? How do we start to plan that process? How do we possibly manage that process? And of course, when we live in this interconnected world, no one's doing anything in isolation from each other. So they need to be able to collaborate, and they need to be able to have oversight and view over that. So I think that's some of the challenges. Is you've got the great intention, but what's the first step? What's the next step? How do you actually turn that idea into implementation?
I think they need to learn. I think kind of like as leaders, one of the things you realize, and kind of like we do that every day, we talk to each other and we realize that, you constantly have to learn new things. You constantly have to educate yourselves. And I think the main thing is build that resilience in the business. I think that's kind of like fostering that transformation innovation can help you build the resilience to overcome the challenges that you mentioned. Being able to manage that complexity and understand how you can make decisions and all the different things that you have to make a decision without probably knowing all the answers or knowing all the things that take part in this decision-making process, how you can manage processes differently and how you can manage your team. So I think for me is about constantly educating yourself, learning, and being able to understand what tools exist out there. There's so many tools out there that can help you. Technology is our friend these days. And there's so many things that can help us really deliver this change and manage this change. So being able to know all these different tools and put it together to cultivate it in the best way.
I would say that, building on what you just said there as well about, you need to create the culture first. You need to create the space for innovation. So you need diversity, you need different thoughts, you need different experiences, different backgrounds. I think that's all really, really important to creating that environment, and you need that psychological safety where people can get things wrong. But once you've got that, then you still need to be able to understand, I guess, the scale of the project you're trying to tackle. And so I definitely think about, how do you break that problem down? It can always be really, really hard when something feels massive, but when you start to break it down into chunks, you realize this is actually quite manageable. But then the biggest challenge, I think, for a lot of business leaders who are overseeing that project is how on earth do you keep tabs on everything that's happening, and where do they start to intersect with each other? And that's why I think that there's lots of solutions out there, and there's lots of tools that people can be looking into.